Our first helium-free 1.5T MRI is now being shipped to Africa. This is a major step towards sustainable medical imaging. The MyDO 5.4K MRI system uses zero liquid helium. It eliminates reliance on global helium supply chains. It features a fully sealed superconducting magnet design. No helium leakage risk. No quench pipe required. Safe, efficient, low maintenance, ideal for modern hospital environments. This system reduces life cycle costs and simplifies installation. It's engineered for safety, stability, and long-term performance. We are proud to support advanced imaging in Africa, delivering reliable MRI technology where it's most needed. Stay tuned for full coverage from dispatch to installation to clinical use.
Hello everyone, as you just watched the video that we have just shipped out one of our helium-free 1.5 MRI to Africa. And here I would like to share with you about the helium-free 1.5 Tesla MRI, the project timeline, and also the responsibilities of each party. In the MRI system, we have the different parties. We have the medical, we also have the hospital, and we also have the hospital constructor. So we must keep a very close communication with all parties to make sure the project goes smoothly. And in this presentation, I'm going to share with you about the communication and also the shipment procedure of the system with you. Well, let's just check the MRI main unit shipment procedure. And I have listed a timeline for you, and you can check the milestone and also the completion date. And the red part is the completion date, and the milestone is like the black text. And okay, let's just check the after down payment, the stock is being preparation, and it is finished in approximate 1 to 2 months. So the finally completion date was April the 2nd this year. And then after the payment is received and the final payment is received and the system backup is just finished in 10 working days. So finally, this job complete on the date April 16 this year. And then the container is container loading and also the container shipment. It takes approximately 2 working days. So the final completion date was April 18th. So the next part will be the sea transportation and arrive at hospital. It will also include the custom clearance. It will take approximately 2 months. So by estimation, this job would be done approximate June the 17th this year. And finally, when the MRI reach the hospital, our MRI engineer will arrive and at the shading room near completion, and the MRI engineer will install the and debug the system, and also conduct a handover training to the customer. And finally, we will hold a system launch ceremony in approximately 2 weeks. So this job, by estimation, will be done on the date July the 15th. So this is the MRI main unit shipment procedure. Let's check the other part. As you know that the shielding room is also a core component of the MRI project. We also ship the shielding room, and as we can see the timeline, the stock preparation and the shipment along with the MRI main unit. The completion date was April the 18th. And by estimation, the shielding room will arrive at the hospital together with the MI main unit. By estimation, the date would be June 17th. And finally, the shielding room workers will arrive and complete the installation. This job will take approximately 20 days. By estimation, the completion date would be July 7th. And besides the MI main unit, the shielding room, and there is also a hospital civil work construction procedure. The hospital will complete the civil work according to our installation preparation manual. It is a manual we will send to the hospital and also the constructor of the hospital, ensuring the availability of something like water, like the electricity, like the magnet transportation preparation, and also like the basic renovation tools, like the air compressor, which can help to install the MI shielding room. So by estimation, and this job would be complete in approximately June the 17th. So let's come back to see. We have MI main unit shipment procedure. We have shielding room shipment procedure. We have the hospital civil work procedure. We have all the procedures under planned and make sure all the procedure works well. And here in this part, I'm going to show you some of the works that after the order and after the payment, what we have done. Firstly, we confirm the magnet entrance path. We collected the actual hospital photos, and we check the parts and the routes that the MRI system can move in. And we also discussed and confirmed with the constructor how to move the magnet safety into the shielding room. As you can see in the right image, the yellow part is the shielding room. And we confirm a route that can move the magnet very close safely into the room. This is the way. And then after the confirmation of the entering path, then our site engineer, also make a confirmation of room layout design. As you can see in this photo, that we place the magnet, and we also design the equipment room, and we also design the operating room, and also the patient entrance in this image. And as in this image, you can also see the MI main unit and also the water chiller outside the room, as well as the cabins in the equipment room. And what was the key points in the room layout design? Let's see. Firstly, we have MI positioning, where we placed MI scanners with the magnet room, and to make sure the 5 ghost line safety for both patient and both the doctors. And we also have the zoning design. The zoning design clearly define and label different zones, including the shielding room, operating room, and also the equipment room. We also have access and flow, and ensure the sufficient space for patient transportation and also the staff movement. The incorporation declaration route for the magnet be moved into the position safely. And finally, there is another key point in this picture is the RF shielded room door and also the viewing window of the RF room position. And after that, we make a confirmation of the floor design. In the floor design that you can see, we remove the system diagram, and also we just keep the how we make the floor preparation. And we can see there is a basement of the magnet, and as well as we have marked down the here in this page. We have the key points in the floor design, including the load bearing capacity. We must make sure the floor can support more than 5,000 kilograms, which means the height of helium-free 1.5 MI magnet. As well as the cable trenches, we have designed a cable trench included embedded or covered cable trench for routing signal and power cables cleanly for the equipment room to make the room clean and clear for the patient. And after that, we also make a confirmation of power distribution design. Yeah, in this power distribution design, we can see the three-phase connections as well as the groundings of the independent grounding of the MRI system. Yes, and we also make the different design of the each switches on different routes that all the details is clearly shown in this diagram. And there are also some key points in the power distribution design, including the dedicated power supply, which requires three-phase, 380 volts. Or this power is also as per the region standard. For example, in different country, this number may be 440. It is also possible. And also we have the voltage for the MRI operation, suitable voltage for the MRI operation. We also have the power capacity. The total power requirement is approximately 100 kilo VA, and also the surge protection, which include the lighting protection and the power surge suppressions are also designed in the diagram. And we also make a confirm of cross-section design of the walls. In this diagram, we can see all the openings on the walls. The walls in opening including the door, the window, the air inlet, air outlet, and also the filtration board. And the key point of the cross-section design of the wall include, yes, as we can see, including door, window, fire-through board, and also air, and so on. And we also make a confirmation of independent grounding design for the hospital, that the hospital should do the independent grounding like in these pictures. We use the steels and we in a 1.5 meter gaps, and we just dig them into the ground and then make a proper groundings. And the key points in this image include the dedicated room doors. The MRI system should have independent grounding system separate from a hospital general ground to avoid interference. And also the RF grounding must ensure the RF cage is properly bounded to the independent ground. And also the grounding resistance, which maintain the grounding resistance more less than 1 ohm for the optimized RF and electrical safety. Finally, we will have a good image quality. The last is the heating grounding, the magnet, the equipment racks, the RF cage, and also the fire panel should be all grounded individually with connected to a single earth point. Okay, after all the design and we make the discussion and confirmation with the hospital, then we have the transportation requirement. Okay, after the introduction of the site design, and we also want to share with you the transportation requirement. In this project, we use the special container 20RH. Let me introduce the different type of the containers for the liquid helium-free MRI. So it depends on the total transportation time. There is two conditions. The condition one is the total transportation time less than 2 months. It means the magnet transportation method can be direct transport. It means we don't have any extra cost. We just use the normal container to ship the magnet, the helium-free MRI magnet. But there is another case is the mm, total transport time is more than 2 months. In our last project, it is in this situation because the 2 months is a too long time for the magnet. So the magnet will not mm, will be more heat and it will be not easy to get recover in the hospital. So in this case, we must rent a special container, which the name is 20RH container, and there is a rent fee. The rent cost of this container is approximately 57 US dollar per day. As you can see in the following images, and this is the photo of the special container. And as you can see, the red arrow that the container must connect with the power of the truck. Yeah, this kind of truck is very easy to get. It is just similar with the truck that we commonly see to transport the seafood, like the fish, like shrimps, like crabs. Yeah, this kind of truck, it can be used in this container. And let me introduce the package requirement. The transportation time, if the time is more than 2 months, it means we must use a 40-inch high cube container plus a 20 high refrigerator container. Yeah, as you can see, it is the RH container. If the transportation time is less than 2 months, then the requirement of the pack is a 40 cube high cube container plus a 20 general purpose container. It is very easy to get in all the shipment. So as you can see that it just depending on how long time it will take for the whole trip. We must choose from the 20 RH container or 20 GP container. But there is still a 40-inch high cube container is always necessary to ship the cabinets, the shading room, or all the electricity cabinets and the covers, shells of the systems. It is as in the right image. And let's start from the 40 high cube container. It is used to ship the RF cage, electrical cabinet system shell, tools, and so on. Just you can understand as everything except my magnet. And after the package and it is 100% full load. It means we cannot give any other goods in this container. No more. And let's talk about the 20 RH container. As we can see that this is a special refrigerator container with a power supply. And this container is just to ship the MI magnet only. And it with the power supply must be connected the full trip, the full shipment, including the in the on the sea or on the land by truck or by the ship all the time. It must connect with the power. So we must communicate with customer in advance to make sure the full trip is the power is connected. Anyway, because we know that like in the custom clearance house or like there's a retransportation, we must transport the magnet from the ship and put it in the truck. Yeah, this time is no problem. It generally speaking, if we finish the transportation like from the ship to the truck takes 2 hours, that is okay. So this is the special container requirement, as you can see in the photos. And now this magnet is already, and all the goods is already on the sea, going to Africa, our first unit. And during this period, we will send the hospital constructor this free installation guide. And this is a document, or we can call it a book. Book include all the details that the hospital or the constructor must do follow following this to do, like the groundings, like the how to transport, I like the how to prepare everything. Everything is in this document, this guide. So when we during this period, we will continuously communicate with this guide to make sure when the goods arrive hospital, the super works is already done. And finally, when the magnet just arrived the hospital, we before that we will send a site preparation checklist and to the hospital and to the constructor. Yeah, they will make the actual measurement and make the remarks like what is the actual size of the room and what is the power. Is that okay for the system? It's just a checklist. They will do it item by item. And when everything is finished and we think everything is okay, then we can send our engineer to the hospital to start the installation progress. And finally, I will introduce about our installation engineer. For the MI unit, we need two engineers. The first engineer is the shading room engineer, and the second engineer is the MI installation engineer. They have these different responsibilities, and they have different work time. Yeah, the shading room engineer will arrive hospital first to install the shading room, and his work will take approximately 20 days. And the second arrived engineer is the MI installation engineer. He will arrive hospital approximately 10 days after the shading room engineer who install the MI system and make a handover training to the customer. So his finally working days is approximately 15 to 20 days. And after this engineer finish his work, then the system is well prepared for the hospital for handover training. So this is the engineer arrangement. And here is my introduction. Wish to thank you all, and I'm happy to announce that we have a successful shipment of our first unit to the Africa. So we hope to cooperate with you in the future. Yeah, within this year, let's make some deal in another countries, like in your countries. Let's win together. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.